in my previous session with you that it's all about your mindset. You need to feel confident within yourself, and then only you can perform better. If I
How to think positive.
Oh,
So I bought this book.
so how have you been?
Yeah, it's been quite good or great, I can say, in some extents. Earlier things were somewhere I was feeling like that I'm putting effort, I am not gaining that much. But now I have changed my perspective what each and everything. So, I have changed, I have realized the things I started going quite well.
Okay.
And I feel the things were already quite well, but I was not taking them in that way. So since I have changed my perspective, the things are quite well. I was in the vacation for 3 and 4 days, so I'm quite rejuvenate, quite recharged this time.
Oh, wow. Great to hear that. Yeah. I'm also thinking of taking a vacation, but actually my baby is very small, so it's not as advisable to take him out this time. So we are waiting for him to at least be, 2 years old. Then I think we can go. We can take him along with us.
Yeah, the small kids have very low immunity, and the chances are very high to get sick. And as soon as the temperature get changed, they started getting cough, cold, such kind of things. And when you are going for a vacation and you face such kind of things, so it can spoil your program also. So it's better to stay at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes
Yes. Yes.
after 2 years you can manage with the medicine. There are
Yeah.
some
True.
certain medicine you can go with them, and you can for the precautionary you can keep them. But if baby is small like 1 year, so we cannot take risk, we cannot give any random medicine without any prescription.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's
Yes.
what, yeah, you have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Actually,
also
it
important.
yeah, sometimes it becomes really difficult to cope up with everything like work, household, everything. But we can't help it. Like we have to self motivate ourselves every now and then, and we need to change our perspective as you mentioned very rightly because uh, so I have been very busy at my workplace. My role and responsibilities have changed, and so the work that I am doing right now is something that I have not done before. So there are things that I need to read, I need to study, I need to understand more clearly so that I can make others understand. So because of that, actually, the practice, my English speaking practice, also has taken a backseat. But then as you told me in my previous session with you, that it's all about your mindset. You need to feel confident within yourself, and then only you can perform better. If I
Yeah.
can put it like this. So every now and then, actually, I try to remind your words, and that is the only reason I would like to connect with you whenever possible. So that's why I messaged you, and I'm glad that I can meet you today.
Yeah, everybody motivate, everybody requirement motivation. It's not about you. Same with me. Few days back I got connected with the Karishma, as I told you in the previous. I was quite devastated. I am working, I'm putting effort, I am not getting that much. Then she told me that after 2 3 channels she's getting that kind of popularity. So we can get the motivation from anyone. Maybe what I am facing, you are facing the same situation right now which I have overcome. Like you have baby, so you are facing two kind of responsibility. Both field are new. As you told, you are getting some extra work which is quite new for you. So in the same goes with the parenting. Every day is a new learning for you.
Yes,
It is,
absolutely.
I have overcome that, so I can easily say that take a chill pill. It's not a big deal. If your baby is sick, it will overcome. Things will change. But it is easier said than done. When you are facing, so you are saying, okay, how can they talk casually? Sometimes it's happened. When you meet or someone is experienced, they will say it's happened. बच्चे बीमार पड़ते हैं. Don't take it that much serious. But you are facing, so how can you not take it seriously? So this is vice versa. Where you are right now, I was there that time. So it's happened. Now my daughter is going to be teenage after few years. So I'm going to face such kind of a different kind of situation. So every
Yes.
situation we can handle with the positive mindset. That
Yes.
things are going to be this way. We cannot change our situation. What we can change with our positive mindset, we can handle them properly. That is the only thing which is on our hand. I personally believe.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. I think since the day I started changing my mindset and I started to feeling positive within myself, I think I have been performing really well because as I told you that I'm taking English study sessions. So so whenever I did not have time to go through the topic, so the only thing that was running in my mind was how can I answer the question because I am not prepared. But now I do not think about anything. Like if I don't know anything, I just straight away I just say that no, I'm not prepared. So if you want to ask me questions about the topic, I can share whatever I know at this moment. And if you want to change the topic, then I'm fine with everything.
Yeah.
So I think that's the way to go.
Yeah. Actually, earlier the problem was that the self doubt. You was having the self doubt. That was the main issue. Right now, you have understand that things are will be changed sooner or later. With that mindset, like self doubt cannot help you. When you have realized whatever I am this way. I can't change myself. I can improve myself. Some every people has some basic tendency, inherent nature. We cannot change it. If we are shy person, so it will take time to remove that. If you are underconfident person, it will take time to remove that. We cannot in a blink of eye we cannot change from a underconfident to a confident person. It takes
Yes.
time. Somebody takes time. So you have to that now I am this way. I just improve myself. This is the only way to correct and brush up yourself.
Yes, and whenever you have time, just utilize your time, manage your time effectively. Then I think most of your problems will get solved.
Yeah, this is a very valid point. I have also observed sometimes it's happened when we don't use our time in a concrete way, in a productive way. Like we are watching movie, yeah, we are watching reels and anything. But in our subconscious mind, if I am running behind anything, like I want to become good speaker or groom my channel. So somewhere in my thoughts, I am thinking that I am wasting my time. I should not do this. But sometimes we don't feel like doing any kind of study or such kind of thing. That time we feel that we have wasted our time. But the same time, if I learn anything new word, new vocabulary in a productive way, I use my utilized time in a productive way, that time I feel happy. So this is the thing. So it takes time to drag yourself from that your laser time watching reel and other things to be a productive things. It takes time, but once you started enjoying that process, that it's a learning process and it's giving me happiness. So there is a movie, I think there a series are here. If when you started loving your struggle, there is a I think code. I am not that much clear. It was saying when you started loving your struggle, your problems, that then that everything becomes easy. So this
Yeah,
is the way. This is the way.
yeah.
If
And for me, I can say that. So when I started speaking in English, I had a lot of self doubt. I still do, but every now and then I used to think like, what have I improved? I am just the same as when I started, so there is no improvement. But actually, after a very long time, today and yesterday and today itself, I watched two movies in English, and I think most like 90% of the conversations that was happening in those movies, I understood. So I think that's a big deal. I mean, I have understood like 90% of the movie. So I didn't have to like go on Google and search the meaning. I know the words, I know the meanings, I know the context, grammatical usage, like everything. So I think that is something that I have gained over the past few months.
yeah, it's a we should take it as a achievement. It is a kind of accomplishment. If you are learning a language, it doesn't mean if you are only able to speak fluently, it means you have understand that language. If you are able to understand what other is saying, it means somewhere you have managed half a path. The same thing happened with me. Like now I can just watch any movie, not that much I can understand, but like cartoon. Earlier, if I used to watch even kids' cartoon, there were many words which was totally new for me. If I talk about, I don't have this book. I can show you, how to think positive.
Oh.
So I bought this book when everybody was saying, yeah, read books, it is very good. I just go and bought this book. It is written by a foreign author. When I started reading, after reading 2 and 3 pages, I found each and every word is quite new for me. Most of the words. In two pages, I found many words. And most of the time, I goes to, just Google it. But I thought, okay, it's not working that way. I just stopped and I bought the Gaur Gopal Das book. Because it was Indian author, so it was quite interesting in the way. And I was able to connect with that book. But few days back, I thought, okay, sometimes I feel just like, feel blue. That sometimes it's happened, everybody. We are human beings.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I started reading this book again, and you won't believe, I don't need to do Google. Each and every word I was able to understand. So that time I realized, no, whatever effort I was, putting, it doesn't go in vain. I am getting something and it is my accomplishment. Maybe while conversation I'm not that confident, I am making mistake, but somewhere I have achieved this much. Now I don't need Google. Some 1 or 2 words, it's okay.
Yeah.
This is, as you told, if we keep on putting, sometimes we don't realize that we are gaining, but when we compare ourselves with our previous video, definitely there would be a change.
Yeah. Yes.
So we are in
I
the
will
right.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, like reading book and watching a movie, I think are two different things, because in books, I think there are a lot of words that we don't know. Means
Yes.
when someone writes something, so they take their time and they try to use as much apt words as possible. But in case of movies, I think it's more of speaking language, so it's
Yes.
easier to understand.
Yeah. They talk about general conversation. So they go in flow and we feel like that we are connecting. But when someone is writing a book, she will always try to beautify it with the different kind of
Yeah.
vocabulary, and so that people should get something new. If they will
Hmm.
write in a simple way, why would they buy? So for
Yes.
that purpose they are making. But sometimes this kind of book help us a lot when you are feeling blue, when you feel that things are not going well. Seriously, such kind of books are helping. Like how to take the things positive way. What your approach should be towards your life when things are not going well. Like in Gita it is said, we should not get happy when you are going to get anything. We should always think that this happiness or this victory cannot going to be long. So be ready for that maybe after some time you will feel again that kind of pressure or any kind of thing. So it gives us to how to balance your life. Neither not so get so happy, not get so sad. Try to be calm. It's not easy as a human being, but when you read such kind of books and you are in the mood, so rather than talking to other friends and someone other advice, we should take the advice of book, and it's helped me.
Yeah. So which book are you talking about, Gaur Gopal Das?
God, how to energize your mind. I think it would be there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think it's the latest one.
yeah. Energize your mind.
Yeah. I actually I read one book, Life's Amazing Secret
Yeah, it's
by
also.
Gaur Gopal Das.
I started with the Sudha Murthy's book. Sudha Murthy's book were
Okay.
quite interesting and amazing, and they can connect with your day-to-day life. These were quite simple, like 3,000 stitches. It was quite interesting. And I know my mother, who is my mother. There is a long story. But when you read any book with the story, na, you can relate that particular vocab or word with the context.
Yes.
So it becomes easy. Like there is a few words in a Gaur Gopal Das, like he went to meet someone and they laugh hysterically. So that hysterical,
Hysterically.
I don't need to recall it again, and their sound rejuvenate and there was a word I am not getting. So it become easy to learn those words. What I have observed through the book.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I have also read quite a few books by Sudhamurthy ma'am, and I really like the book Gently Falls the Bakula by Sudhamurthy.
I haven't read. I
Have
have
you?
just read two books, like say 3,000 stitches and they gave me a kind of motivation. Like she told that when she went to help the Devdasis,
Mm-hmm.
earlier they
Yes.
used to abuse her. We don't need your help. Go here. And someone was just slapped with the slipper, Sudhamurthy ma'am.
Oh yeah.
And they hit that they were about to hit. So she said, okay, I'm not going to this. Then her father told her, "Ki, you are not able to understand their pain. Why they are not? Because they are trained in that way, that they are, Devdasi. They cannot live a normal life. So this is your real task to change their mentality." And how she worked for them, and how she drag those all from the Devdasi and train them, and they open their own bank and they started working such this kind of thing. So it's quite motivational. So it's give you, if you want, if I connect with the English, like if you are looking to become a fluent speaker, be consistent, keep on doing. So definitely we
Uh,
would be there. There is no doubt.
Consistency is the key. Like
Yeah,
you have to be consistent no matter what.
yeah.
Like there will be days when you will not have time to practice, but on other days you have to do that.
Yeah, this is the mistake we most of the women, like me, I also do. Sometimes we get stuck in our household chores, and if we don't get any time to have a conversation for 2 or 3 days, I feel like disturbed. No, I'm not going to do this. Maybe I won't be able to do the conversation. I just always get stuck in the household chores. Then again, I think about those like women like you who are working, taking care of their baby. I'm not working anywhere. If I cannot manage household chores, so what will I do? So I again come back. No, I have to do. I have to do. So this way, every day we self motivation, and which is very much required. Self motivation is help a lot.
Yes, yes. So I think for me, I think a lot before connecting with others uh, because of self doubt. It's the only reason. But now like I message you, I message 2 or 3 other co-learners as well. So now I do that because that's the only way to connect with good speakers. And when you connect with good speakers and you hear them speaking, I think you can learn a lot of things.
Yeah, that
So
is
that's what
quite
I'm trying to do.
always, as you said me good speaker, so it's a compliment. But I always try to get connect with the people who use different vocab, good structure. So when you learn and when you edit that video, it's become easy to learn. You can learn each and everything from any person. And when you have any word, get any word during the conversation, you will find that you can use that word easily, rather than a word you, if you compare, you have written in your general, it's become tough to
Yeah,
call them. But if you have heard any word from the conversation, it's click you immediately.
it's easier to pick it up. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, it's easier. Always it's easier because you have connected. Like I was having a conversation with the IELTS trainer. So he told if you learn any word isolated way, it's not going to be easy to recall it again and again. But if you connect with the any kind of situation, so it's become easy to understand. It's become easy to recall, and you can easily able to use in during your conversation.